Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Today, this is going to be the piece that we are working on, and long story short, I've had this in my storage unit for quite a while, and this is actually going to be shown, not this week's video, but the next video that you'll actually see this because I had my Instagram followers pick which dresser they wanted me to refinish, and this one lost, so now I have to do this one, but I'm waiting on handles for the other one. So it's like a long, confusing story, but basically, you guys will actually see this one in next week's video. It just never got refinished, and the other one got refinished. I'm really excited for this flip. I actually was hoping that everyone would be rooting for this one, and if you have no idea what I'm saying, go follow me on Instagram at undressandrefresh, and you'll probably understand what's going on, or just wait until next week's video and you'll get it a lot more. But I was really excited for this, and I was hoping people were going to actually pick this one. That just didn't happen, so fine by me. I get to choose everything I want to do to this dresser. So first I'm going to show you some shots of what this looks like more up close, and then we're going to get started on taking the hardware off. Okay, so here she is in all her glory. She's a pretty solid piece, pretty heavy as well. She's a little bit dinged up, so you'll see later on I actually filled in some of the dings. I'm not sure if I actually showed it, but it did happen. And so we're going to get started on this piece by removing the hardware. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet, but we're taking this off. I'm actually just using my screwdriver for this piece. Last time I used my drill. You can use whatever it is that your heart desires. I go back and forth. You guys mostly see me using my screwdriver, but you can use either or. You'll also notice that I'm pulling out all the drawers. This just makes it a lot easier when it comes time to cleaning and other preparations. So we're getting that off. Okay, so I'm holding you guys with my hands, so bear with me, but now that all the hardware is off, I'm just gonna grab it all and get it into here. I really don't think that I'm going to be using this hardware again, but I like to just keep it all in one spot just in case I do, because you never know, you could use it for another project, and I have done that in the past before. So I'm just gonna keep them all together. I'll probably transfer them to a bag later so that I can keep it all together. But now we need to start cleaning off this piece. So I didn't realize how bad this lighting was. It is pretty early in the morning and the sun is just coming up. So we'll see. I might just close the curtains because I don't think it's giving very good light right now. Yeah, it's a little darker, but I'd definitely say that's better. So now I'm doing things a little bit backwards. Usually I'll start cleaning off my piece at this point, but I decided to sand it down with a medium grit sandpaper. I thought that this would be a lot better. Just so that I'm not going back and forth with the cleaning, you'll see I also come back with my microfiber towel. I've got my Dawn dish soap in there as well, and just getting everything off so that we're ready to actually paint the piece. Don't forget that it's actually important to do the drawer fronts as well, just so that you can make sure either the dust is off or any grime that was on it. A lot of times people will leave their old dressers in their garage, which is what I have seen a lot of people do. So I just make sure to clean these off really well as well. Before we do anything else, I want to see if I can get these off. If they don't come off, it's not that big of a deal, but I'd rather they not be on. So I'm gonna try to get it off. I'm just using this putty knife right here, and usually this has gotten them off before. But I don't know exactly where my hammer is right now. So, hold up. Okay, so I didn't get this filmed because it just kind of happened so fast, but we did actually get these little pieces off. Right here, they were just drilled in with some screws, so we got those off, and the piece has now been sanded and cleaned off. So I think we're gonna try to put some wood filler in these holes right here. Okay, so I decided that we aren't going to prime this piece because this is a darker color, so I'm not too worried about, you know, trying to go from dark to light. For some reason I'm feeling like I don't need to prime this piece, so I'm not going to. I know some people are going to tell me I should have primed anyways, but honestly I just want to see what happens when I don't prime. So I'm just gonna like take the risk and try not priming and see how it goes. I'm actually going to be trying out a new paint today as well. This is going to be the BEHR Chalk Paint. I heard a lot of people rave about this paint and I have not yet tried it, so I'm super excited about it. And another thing that I really liked was I pretty much just picked this up and I could choose from like the entire color wall, any color that I wanted. And so I chose this kind of deep green. It kind of reminds me of like a forest green, but it is called Shebang. So this is going to be interesting. So this right here is the color that I chose. I think greens are kind of in right now and I usually stick to neutrals. So we're gonna give this a shot. Again, people say that they really like chalk BEHR paint, so I'm excited to try it out. Now, I have not used this yet, so I still need to open it up. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, and then I got a stir stick here, and I'm just gonna stir it. This is the color. It's showing up a little bit lighter on camera, but it is like a medium green and it is so pretty. So I think we're just gonna start putting this on and see what happens with the no primer. Okay, so update, it has been a little bit while later. This first coat is actually dry, but we still have to get painting on these. I did just sand down the wood filler. The little nail holes are gone. So I have to paint this and the other end still, and then I still have to do the drawers. So we're gonna go ahead and start painting those. Now, while I was filling in these spots with paint, I did end up doing a second coat on the dresser, but I was finding that the paint was pretty tacky. So I did go ahead and water my paint down for this second coat on the dresser. And then again, I did go back and do the drawers a second coat as well, but I just didn't film it. I feel like filming the second coat can get really repetitive, so let me know if you guys like to see the second, the third, the fourth coat, or if you'd rather I just paint on the first coat and move to the next thing. Just comment down below if you guys what you prefer so that I can actually add it or keep it out of the video. Also end up changing the hardware holes at this point. I had to use some wood filler. That was very backwards. A lot of things were kind of backwards in this video, but I just wanted to let you know that as well so that the new hardware would fit onto it. Once everything was dry, I went in with my poly and I made sure to stir it this time. I know some people said that I should be stirring it. Sometimes I shake it, but I also heard that is bad because it can create bubbles. But anyways, we got the poly into some of the color. I like to do this on darker colors because it does help with reducing the cloudiness of the product. So I did that, and then I went on and applied it to the drawer fronts and the dresser as well. We are getting close to wrapping up the poly and this video, so I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed if you are not yet, and if you like this type of content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'm going to get these drawers in and put the hardware on, and then I'll show you guys the final reveal.